this. I've been hearing about Surf Simply literally for 10 years, and it is so rare that something not only lives up to your expectations, but exceeds those expectations. And that's what happened this week. From the coaching to the people who were here to the resort, but the heart and soul of Surf Simply are the people who run it.
This is Carl's third time, my second time, and I feel like I come here for the surfing instruction, but I come back for the positive environment and the support you get, and I think that kind of reverberates in all areas of my life when I leave.
That took a massive improvement when I was here in 2012, and I came back 2 years ago and again jumped in skill level, and then again this week, so get all my improvements while here.
I wanted to show her the joy of surfing, and I thought if she had good instruction, she might see it.
Well, she just signed me up, but I wasn't super excited to go. I was a little excited to go, but then once I got here, I was really excited to be here.
It started with me because my wife gave me a trip, so I made a plan to come down here. And then it just came up in conversation with Derek that he was interested too and had been wanting to come down here, so we did the trip together.
Wives too that are from Hawaii, so we get a chance to surf, not once or twice a year, but it's an important cultural thing for us to do, so we gotta step it up.
I have zero surfing history, total beginner. I do water sports, but I've never surfed, never been on a surfboard. So it was pretty cool, like to be my first time. And that Shari, you should come in and do it with me.
The new resort is really something, and actually kind of seeing all the touches and all the kind of subtle things that they built in was really kind of a pleasure to experience. So.
The rooms are comfortable, the shared spaces have enough space in them where you can find a nook or a cranny where you can be by yourself for a little bit if you want to do that, or you can be in a social space.
Very modern, lighting is super, music playing. I mean, you can't beat it. It's fantastic.
Many other professions have a progression from beginner to expert, but for whatever reason surfing I guess didn't until Surf Simply categorized it and did the flow from beginner to expert. So you always know where you are, and you always know what the next thing you have to work on.
I came and I had just had some self-taught surfing skills, and they correct all the things that you're doing wrong, from the very basic functional stance, the way you're standing on the board, and then they show you the steps you need to take to progress to become a better surfer.
Yeah, I think overall just like a really positive environment, and like I said before, like you really understand the science behind surfing, but I think like the positivity is the thing I appreciated the most.
The best thing you can do is give yourself 5 days, learn everything right, immerse yourself in the whole system, take it home with you, teach your family, work on it. I mean, they make it so easy. I had a one-on-one instructor the whole time.
The coaches here are really positive, and I appreciate that a lot, because you can feel all the time like, oh, there's so many aspects of this and things are happening fast and it's a lot to take in. But every time you come back, they're like, hey, this is what I thought you did really well. Here's the positive thing that we can build on. And I'm a teacher too, so I appreciate how when people teach in that way.
Teal was, my coach was amazing. She's patient. She pushed me just enough. She knew everything I wanted to do and was an open book for me. She delivered. It was fantastic.
So my coach this time was Harrison. He was the perfect coach for me. He has a kind of laid-back persona that is more similar to mine, so I loved him as a coach.
My coaches were Tommy and Marlon, and they were positive and encouraging, and they push you every time you're out there to just try something new. And that's something that I think has been very specific and helpful.
I've had the good fortune of having Jessie a couple times in a row. She just really puts a lot of time in looking at videos, seeing where I can improve without getting too overly complex about it.
I really liked Harry as a coach. I mean, all the other coaches I've talked to say, like, man, you really lucked out getting Harry. You just kind of want to trust him and trust his judgment and his opinion. And then Jordan, too, was great. She was always just super positive and encouraging and gave a lot of valuable information.
I worked with Will, and he was great. Super fun, British accent, makes everything sound excellent. Very willing to sit with me and talk through any questions I had. And then the video feedback was excellent because he was able to break it down and say, this is the moment when you could have done this, or this is the moment when you were really successful with that.
Lovely, up you go.
Last wave of the week of the Sunset Surf, it all came together. They were really steep waves, but I managed to dig left, stand up, then carve to the beach, and it's kind of like when a joke works. It's magical.
There was a wave I caught on Thursday. It was best. I surfed it, and I felt like I became a surfer this week.
It'd have to be a wave. My mom's been encouraging me for probably 10 years to surf, and I've kind of always fought against it. And I think that one wave kind of changed that. So.
To be honest, coming in here, I think I said the only thing I was worried about to my wife was making sure that I came away feeling as though I absorbed everything, experienced enough, I had learned enough, and crushed it on Friday, if I do say so myself.
I saw it. It was good.
So I expected the second week to be exhausted, but I wasn't. I actually did much more stretching this time, and I think that helped a lot. And Andre, who teaches stretching, she used to be a coach, so she's not only teaching us proper stretching, she incorporates the surf coaching into the stretching.
Stretching for me was key because I was getting sore. And I would say the stretching really helped, and of course the massage helped too. So for me, I definitely benefited from both those things. And I've appreciated being here. And just being able to be in the water and then, pop out. You got the little palapa right there, you hang out and walk a little beach path that's so beautiful and quiet, and to get back to this incredible property which is so beautifully maintained. Just the whole experience. It's hard to pick one moment necessarily.
But I think the highlight of the week was surfing a wave. It was amazing. Like, you think, oh, I can't do that. And then they tell you how to do it, and then you're up and you're riding, and it's just, it's like crazy.
Being here alone is, a little bit odd, but it was a great group of people, really a really nice mix of very social, very friendly people.
So to be in a group situation like this where people are genuinely positive and cheering for you, that's the best. It just enriches the experience a lot.
We have this unique experience to sit around the table with people and connect on a very personal level. So I've never had a group at Surf Simply that has not been anything but positive.
One of my favorite things about Surf Simply is that you meet such really interesting and smart people. I think our group had a very positive interaction in general.
This place could stand on its own as a 5-star resort. without surfing. You add in the surfing and it's pretty remarkable.
You can surf no matter what level you're at, and you're going to have a great time doing it, and you're going to eat amazingly, and you're going to get incredible massages and stretch. It's going to be one of the best vacations you're going to take.
You'll love the week. You'll learn more about surfing than you thought you needed to know, and it's surrounded by beautiful jungle, beautiful environment, yeah, beautiful resort and food. Week at Surf Simply is just magic.
It's literally like finding a unicorn. Like, you think you're never going to find this place that matches all of your needs. The other great thing is that they put everything on a board during the day so that you are never wondering, what are you doing in an hour? What's happening next? You never have to think of anything because they have thought of everything to make your time here as special and as easy and as personable as they possibly can.
Well, the food, of course, is unbelievable. I mean, Dennis is up the game here. He was also the chef last time I was here, and clearly he took things to the next level.
The food. I would just eat to eat. There's just so much good food, but you burn it off so you feel okay.
Man, there's always extra. If you're hungry, you need a snack. You're thirsty, the fridges are all stocked with whatever beverage you want, including the coconuts that you crack open and drink at will.
Dennis and Yayo are awesome. I have some allergies, and so they made sort of special things for me. And you're not going to go hungry, that much I'll tell you.
The way that they teach here is really unique in that I did progress super fast because I'm kind of like a brainy person, so I think that helped me be able to translate that into my body and actually be able to surf waves.
This week will sustain itself for a long time because I'll be able to reference those videos and go back and work on things. So it has a really lasting effect.
The first week was kind of preparation for the second week, where I put it all together and surfed really pretty well.
Didn't know how to read waves. I didn't know how to gauge waves, catch waves. My pop-up was flawed, and now I know all those things. If I can't do it, I will, because I know how to do it.
No, it was unbelievable. Like, in 5 days, I was up and riding, and it was amazing. There's nothing negative to say.
Thought I hated surfing, but Surf Simply was able to change that, so I think that says enough.
It was another great week, not surprisingly, but again, the striking thing to me is their absolute unrest and absolute persistence to get better and better at what they do, and they seem to be able to do it.
Yeah, it's my third time here, and I plan on doing at least 3 to 5 more, maybe 10 more, so I think that speaks for itself.
You should just book it. You should just book it and do it, because there's so many people who watch these videos and think, oh, I want to go to Surf Simply, and you should just come because it's that good.
When are we coming back?
Yeah, exactly.